Hey everybody, I'm Mike.
And I'm Mike.
And this is
A Face Full of Thursdays. Welcome back to your regularly scheduled programming.
That's it. Every Thursday night, go and see a brand new movie in the theaters, first showing. That's what we do.
Do I take the Lyman exit?
No, you just keep going.
Oh, this is 25.
We're on 25.
Okay, all right.
Just go up until the garden.
Gotcha. Thanks, Speedy.
Got this.
Do you have faith in me? Because I don't. I'm a little scared.
Anytime I'm in the car with you, I'm scared.
That's mean, okay? My driving's pretty good.
You're kind of drifting to the left right now.
I'm not drifting to the left. You wouldn't know.
As you correct yourself to the right.
I'm not. My tire's broken, and I lean to the left a little times, okay? Jeez.
You heard it right here.
Hey, y'all. So we saw Justice League today.
DC, man.
Good old DC.
Good old DC.
Couple of problems. I'm not gonna lie to you. First of all, I'm gonna go out flat out and say this. Marvel did the correct way with building character relationships with the fan base by doing individual movies. So they did Superman, and then they kind of did Batman and Superman mixed into one, which is weird. And then they did Wonder Woman. They didn't do Flash, Cyborg, fucking Aquaman. They didn't do Green Lantern. None of that shit. So what bothered me the most is the fact that A, you don't have a relationship with half of these characters. B, the story was so wishy-washy about where it was deciding to go that they try to be just very quick about what they were doing.
It was the movie was incredibly rushed.
It went
this is my huge thing. So if you've watched our videos, you know I myself read a lot of comics. Coming from, military.
That he'll say I and myself and like a ton of times in sentences, so just be ready for that.
Myself, dad's military, the whole 9 yards. So being home, constantly got to read comics. Justice League, of course, was one of them. Love Justice League.
You have to love Justice League.
Not to mention all the animated movies that have come out for it have actually been really good. I don't know what Jack Snyder was.
Yeah, he went off the rails with this one.
There's no goddamn rails. Biggest thing, origin people that started the Justice League. It basically had Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman,
Aquaman, Flash, and Superman.
Flash. Cyborg was not an original founder. Which
surprised me was I actually thought they would put Green Lantern and not Cyborg in there, to be honest with you, which kind of surprised me.
So as you know, spoilers constantly.
Always spoilers.
One of the huge issues that there was is they show at the very, very beginning of the movie, they show like an ancient fight thousands of years ago. They actually show like the Atlanteans, ancient
the Amazonians, and the humans.
The old human clans coming together, and they show Green Lanterns
and Zeus,
the old gods, fighting against this entity that's originally from Darkseid's planet. The one that's
it's not technically Darkseid.
He's not. They actually complete this. So the planet that they're trying to create, his origin home is Darkseid. So Darkseid, him being a character, isn't even a thing. It's a planet. It's an idea. I don't even remember what the hell his name was.
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf.
Or Steppenwolf. It's like the fucking band that sings Born to Be Wild. Think of it that's what it is.
Yeah, so it was so bizarre. It didn't really.
The story didn't really mend well. And what I didn't like the most is that they had.
They didn't do any origin thing on the mother boxes.
They didn't at all. Like they just threw the fucking mother boxes in there, and you're okay.
Anyone that read the original stuff, Justice League and all that stuff, the original. I mean, even if you go like Flashpoint, all that other stuff with DC, the mother boxes were originally from Darkseid, from the planet, and the mother boxes are used to literally create portals and then teleport between basically dimensions.
Yeah, which they
planets
use this. They used the mother boxes in this one more as like a planet-eating thing.
It was a catalyst. Yeah,
exactly.
So basically, you took these 3 different mother boxes, and then when they combined together, they became mother or / unity. And then what it would do is it would reform planets. You just keep going past Fillmore. I'm not even worried about that. You're going up to Garden of the Gods anyways.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Is that on the highway? Or no?
No, it's on the highway.
Oh, okay.
It's off Fillmore exit right there.
Oh, it is on the exit, okay. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Always interrupting the videos. I feel like we gotta restart.
Well, no, I mean, you always say myself and I, which kind of like just, slows down the sentences. So just leave those part out and then just tell the story. Go ahead. We're ready for you.
So yeah, in the comics, everything like that, including the animated videos, the mother boxes used, teleport between planets, all that. Gizmo that goes with it. This was bizarre. It was like they're trying to steal from Marvel with the Infinity Stones concept. Where you bring three things of
together,
sheer power,
and then
these
it makes
boxes,
huge gigantic power.
Are brought together and become one thing, and then can reform planets, and that's what he uses.
He's trying to reform all the planets into his own planet, so he basically has just dark sides all fucking over the place. Which is, first of all, weird.
It was weird. 2, they didn't. So we know about Wonder Woman. The whole storyline they did with Superman. That
got way They brought him back to fucking life. If you saw fucking Batman vs Superman, spoilers. If you saw Batman vs Superman, they fucking brought him back to life. Don't know how. Didn't explain too much about it, except they used one of the mother boxes to fucking put him in some yellow water, and now he's back to life. Don't ask me how that fucking happened. That part bothered me the most, to be very honest.
They said it was that it sped up cellular generation.
I get it, but what bothered me the most is that they
But they didn't explain anything with it.
Exactly. And not only that, they didn't. First of all, they didn't give Superman a very good backstory with Man of Steel. I'm sorry, they just didn't. They really had no basis to build off of with Man of Steel. Like, that was just sort of like oh, cool Justice League movie. Yeah, sounds like fun. Like, that's what it was. So that kind of pissed me off to begin with. And then you just kind of add in the fact that the whole thing was just, I mean, I love Justice League. I do. I love Marvel. I love anything like nerdy like that. But it bothered me because there's a lot of, it felt unplanned. It sort of felt like we have a whole bunch of money and these big actors. Let's put them in these famous comic suits and make them say stuff to the camera. And that's really all it is.
That is what acting is.
Yeah, but okay, thank you. Appreciate that. But what I'm saying is, there was no other element to it other than, it's a comic book movie. Like, that's what it is.
Jack Snyder, he fucked up.
I can't. They need to pull him off of movies.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Especially with all the allegations and shit going on. But 2 things.
Even without the allegations, it's still shit. Anyway, sorry.
Well, that just adds fuel to the fire, man. They're throwing napalm in that pit right now.
Goddamn bullshit.
But, after they showed at the very, very beginning, they show Green Lantern and all that stuff, never come back to him. Never speak to Green Lantern again.
Even though he's a founding member.
The Flash, Barry Allen, they just said that he basically only got struck by lightning, and that's how he got his powers.
Yeah,
no backstory
didn't go into
on
any explanation
him
on that
whatsoever.
one.
He didn't even work for the crime lab. He was just a kid who was playing. He was working
like four dead end jobs, and then he was fucking like in some warehouse, like putting computers together.
Yeah,
like,
he was in a warehouse putting like he does a bunch of. He's into gadgetry, and he got struck by lightning, and because of the computer and the electricity, he somehow got superpowers. His abilities, and then the stuff with.
I do like what they did to his abilities, though. They made it like, because like in like the comics, well, not so much comics, but in like in the shows, they don't really add that electricity portion of it to it. They just add that he's super fast. So I kind of like the electricity.
That part, well, they got his personality.
Exactly,
So
but spot on personality.
that is, Ezra Miller did a really good job. Like, personality is on point.
It was good. It was awesome.
On how Barry Allen is. Very goofy, with everything. Very hard to interact with people. I mean, that's how he is.
As a person,
Just
which I thought was great. They didn't really go into too much. I wanted to see fucking Aquaman on a seahorse. I'm sorry, I really did.
I didn't really care for that. I just wanted them to
wanted.
explain Aquaman just a little bit more. They hint at Aquaman's background. So,
like the talking to fish thing, you mean?
not even. No, it wasn't.
Or are you
even
talking about
fish.
that?
I'm talking about when he shows up at Atlantis. So.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't explain anything about his background except.
They don't even explain who that chick was.
Well, I mean, from the comics, you know who she is.
I know who she is. But what I'm saying is they don't.
But it's supposed to be his wife.
Wife. Exactly.
And they, in the comics and all that stuff, they actually have a love affair kind of thing going on. But in this movie,
they even fucking say her name.
Aquaman can literally just swim around and he's strong.
Yeah, like super strong, and then has a fucking trident. Like that's his power. Like that's bullshit.
There's nothing else about him at all.
He's basically like Superman of water. Like that's what he is.
Superman of water. Yeah, he can't fly, none of that stuff, but he's relatively strong. Definitely not as strong as Superman, but he was definitely strong in the movie.
I do like how they changed his outfit though. His outfit from the yellow and fucking
to that more
green to that more gold, like
it was like a
shiny,
golden,
I liked it. I thought it was cooler.
They did a good job with the costumes.
Yeah,
I will admit that.
The Flash costume was actually really cool. And Gal Gadot is so good.
Ben Affleck did an okay job in this movie. I like Ben Affleck as
an actor.
I'm 50-50 on the Batman thing. I think he could have done a very good Batman. The problem is I think how it was written.
Exactly. I think it held it back.
It held back
how the Batman should have been played.
Should have been, because Batman's very. Everyone knows. I'm not even going to get into.
Everyone fucking knows Batman.
Thing, the Batman, but God, they jacked.
I want. Really, honestly, what I hope they do is scrap all of these movies. Apologize to fans. Scrap all these movies. Get rid of fucking Zack Snyder, because that guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and get somebody in there who knows something about
Ridley Scott.
I would fucking go watch Justice League by Ridley Scott. I really would. If he did his research and looked into the comics, I would definitely fucking go watch that movie. I'd pay
Todd McFarlane.
Even Todd McFarlane I'd go see. Anything over Zack Snyder.
Because he's a little bit more dark.
I'll fucking go with Christopher Nolan at this point. Goddamn Inception Justice League. Like, I'll fucking do it. That's fine.
It was not a great movie. I'm gonna be quite honest. There was 2 moments in the movie that are worth seeing, and it's the only reason why they're worth seeing. One is because it's Gal Gadot.
Gal. I'm sorry. I have to say she's beyond gorgeous. Like I know she's married and everything, but God, I mean,
she's beautiful. The second thing is you get to watch Henry Cavill as Superman.
Well, I thought if they would have wrote it better, I feel like he would have been a very good Superman as well. Like even in Man of Steel,
he is a good Superman.
He is, but he plays the goody two shoes pretty well. I'll give you that.
I think he's a great Superman. They went
I like
a little bit darker with the whole killing Zod.
Yeah, which I
loved
liked.
It.
I liked that part
because it made it more humane. It made it more like, oh God, I've taken a life. He knows what it is to take a life, which gives him that morality.
Yes.
Of being a super being.
Exactly.
I
liked.
But I liked. He gets brought back, but he doesn't remember who he is. And all he starts doing is fucking everybody up.
Oh God, it's
beating
hilarious.
the shit out of everybody.
He headbutts fucking Wonder Woman into the ground. It was amazing to watch.
He comes up, headbutts her.
She headbutts him back,
and then he's
flies up a little bit.
He floats up a little bit, and then super headbutts her.
And she goes
into the earth. Just
oh my God, it was amazing. And then the even funnier part was when Flash tries to go run around him, flank him.
All 3 of them. So Wonder Woman.
God.
Aquaman
and
Cyborg are all
trying to hold him down, essentially.
Trying to hold Superman down. And while they're doing that, the Flash is running super speed behind,
trying to flank him almost.
trying to flank him from behind, and it literally shows as Superman just like his eyes turn, and then his
he's holding all three guys back, and he's like Flash is running past him, and he just like turns towards him.
Yeah, and Flash is running, looking at him, and his head
Ezra Miller
starts turning.
Oh my god!
And looking at the Flash, and the Flash's face for that
like
moment,
he's like, holy shit!
He's so terrified
at the fact
that moment that he could keep up with him. Like, he looks at him, it kind of like a pseudo smile, angry grin kind of thing that Superman has, and like,
and he throws everybody off of him,
and then turns and starts trying to
punch him
to kill the Flash.
Oh yeah, it was awesome, and that was an awesome fight scene because they're both moving super fast. They kind of do it almost slow mo, but kind of represent that they're going super fast. Yeah. I thought that was a really cool fight scene. I thought
that. But it's literally less than a minute.
Yeah, it was better. It was even a better fight scene than the final fight scene.
Yeah,
honestly.
So yeah, than the final.
Final fight
that
scene
was the best part of the movie. You get 60 seconds of just absolute awesomeness. But
besides that, I mean, that was, and then Gal Gadot. Those are the only really.
I'm gonna say I'm honestly, I actually did not like this movie more than I did not like Jigsaw.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that was okay. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I hated fucking Jigsaw, but I wouldn't go that far. I would say, though, folks, if you are gonna go see it and you are mega nerds, do not be surprised if you're angry at it. Don't be surprised if it doesn't live up to your expectations. Don't get me wrong.
Don't go in with an idea that it's anything like the comics. Like, don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do not any
don't
expect any of these side universes. Now, the only thing that they pulled from is the Arrowverse, which is Green Arrow.
That's right.
The show. That's the only thing that somewhat ties into this movie to a degree, and it's at the very end of the movie.
Stay to the very end of the movie.
Very end of the movie. Everything else, though, the Barry Allen and Wally West offshoot for the Flash series.
Oh, that's right.
Was it CW or whatever?
Yeah.
Don't even take that into account at all.
No,
Do not take into
I think that was the only CW one.
No, the oh my god, Supergirl.
Oh yeah, Supergirl. Yeah,
because the Martian Manhunter's in that.
Yep.
Don't even take that into account.
Yeah.
For that, then even introduce the concept of the Martian Manhunter.
That kind of pissed me off. Or Green Lantern, or Supergirl, or any.
Well, Supergirl comes like way down.
There. I get that, but even then.
But, because she's supposed to be part of like the Brainiac thing, but I don't even understand. Like, I don't trying to comprehend. Like, let me
put it this way: you start off with a movie, you're like, "This is gonna be awesome," and as it's going along, they're introducing these characters so fast that you're like, "Whoa, hold on a second! Like, why is this happening? Why is this happening?"
They turned Batman into a bitch.
They did turn Batman into a bitch. Well, and the problem was that I had with it was that they were like, okay, here's Batman. Okay, get all these four people together. We're gonna force you guys to fight together. Oh God, let's bring someone back from the dead. Let's become like necromancers. This shit's about to happen. And then now we're gonna go fight this other being that like randomly shows up. He's like, I want to take Earth now. Let's do this. This is mine.
Yeah,
now.
it just says he was lost in the dimensions.
It explained nothing about him, though. That's what bothered me.
He said he
came to Earth one time to try and steal it, and now he's back to take it again. That was it. It purely all he wanted to do was take it, and I get that. Like, that's his character on Earth.
Well, they said that he
wanted to conquer it.
And initially, the last time he tried to make Earth bend to his will, and now he's just going for the box.
Now he just wants to fucking want it. Exactly. It makes me mad. I really was looking forward to this movie, and I'm very upset that it did not come out. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 purely for the nostalgia reasons, and because Gal Gadot was so hot. That
I'll give it a 3 because she was in it.
I give it the extra 2 points for Gal. I'm just saying. So, I think that's the end of our rants.
It was a bad movie, guys. I'm not. You guys can hit us up in the comments below what you thought about it. Honestly, I hated it. I've got a couple more subscribers now. Thank you for subscribing.
Yes, thank you.
I do respond to comments. So if you guys hop on there, comments, I'll be more than happy to like Hit people up, forward our videos to other people, like for a like, sub for a sub, that whole kind of thing. You know, I'd be more than happy to do that just to get some more views, some more input. We are open to seeing different movies.
Yeah, hit us
regardless
up.
of what it is. Put
Hit
it
us
in the
up.
comments on what we should see next, what we should do a review on.
My Little Pony Universe, man. We will go see it if you request it. If they request it, it's what the fans want. We have to do it. You just said that.
I think you just really want to
just
see.
said that. Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with being a brony. Just kidding. That's totally not. That's what
He's got a My Little Pony fleshlight sitting on a countertop.
What the fuck? Really? No fucking God. Okay, folks. Like, subscribe. What's the other one? Comments. You definitely comment. All that jazz. I'm gonna end it because he went down a weird route that I want to go down. So,
I released his
thanks all. Thank you all for watching. For now.